My dear friends, we continue dealing with the subject of King's Indian defense. Several years later, now we have 2010, and the last time we dealt with the subject was 2006, and quite a lot of games were played in between, quite a lot of important games for the opening, and I would like to show you now some of the latest developments, some of the most important games, notably played by Rajabov, who is the strongest player continuously playing King's Indian with black in most important tournaments, but also some others. Based on some of his games, we will take a look at many important developments. Firstly, there will be quite some games with the main line. There is knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, knight f3, castles, bishop e2, e5, castles, knight c6, d5, knight e7, and b4. There were many important games played lately, and the developments got quite advanced, so I feel it's important to give you some of the insight. And also there has been quite some attention given to the plan with knight e1, and white usually continues with knight d3, bishop d2, f3, and black goes normally for the plan with knight e8 and f5. The games were also quite complex here. Other than that, there were many games with bishop e3, and here black has played either knight g4, bishop g5 and f6, or bishop e3, knight a6, castles, knight g4. There were also many games at a very high level, so this is also an important position now to deal with. Furthermore, there has been quite some development in Zemesh, that is after f3, castles, bishop e3. 4 years ago we took a look at c5, and here mainly concentrated our efforts on d takes c5 with the queen exchange. Queen takes d8, rook d8, and bishop c5. And furthermore, also mentioned that there is knight g2, knight c6, d5, knight e5, which leads to Benoni kind of positions. And I think it's important that we take a closer look at Benoni structures this time. Aside from that, there will be some games featuring some of the sidelines, such as h3, and also some attention will be devoted to the lines like knight f3, bishop g7, g3. All in all, there will be quite a number of new games shown on this DVD, and I suggest that we take them step by step and try to understand some of the ensuing structures and positions as we move on along the games. I will try to somehow combine positional evaluations with some of the more theoretical insight, and we'll also try to keep you informed on tactical details in the ensuing positions.